In 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18, it says, in everything give thanks. Notice, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. Notice first, it doesn't say give thanks to God for everything, right? If I'm walking down the street and someone just decides to punch me in the nose, I don't need to say, God, thank you that somebody punched me in the nose, right? We don't have to thank God for everything, but how many of you guys know we can thank God in every situation? Lord, I thank you that you're going to bless that guy. I don't know why he just did what he did, but now I have an opportunity to talk to him, right? We can thank God in every situation. We don't have to thank him for all the bad things, because how many of you guys know there's things that happen in our lives, there's battles that you have to face that God maybe didn't intend for you to ever face. There's situations and awkward things and things that really never were a part of his plan, but they are the reality. And how many of you guys know he's given you everything you need to win that battle, right? He's given you everything that we need. And so it says, in everything give thanks. Notice, for this is the will of God. You want to know what God's will is for you? Give thanks. If you are ever in a place of confusion, of not knowing if you're in the will of God, of feeling less than, inadequate, and you don't know what to do, give thanks. Because the moment that you give thanks, you are in the will of God. Doesn't it say this? Are we capturing this? In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God. The moment you give thanks, you are right back into the will of God. Hard to understand, right? He can take us. Aren't you thankful that God works with us where we're at? And sometimes we make decisions that get ourselves into some messes, don't we? We do the best we can, but we have a knack just kind of, getting off a little bit. And so if there was this straight line that I was to walk down, how many of you guys know when Jesus walked that line, he walked it perfectly, right? I only do what I see the Father do. I only say what I hear the Father say. He was on that line. He didn't go to left. He would say, it's not my time, right? There was things that, it's not my time. No, I'm doing this. We have a tendency to kind of walk the line, but then we kind of start to veer off. But how many of you guys know when we give thanks and praise, we come right back to the line? Does that make sense? It is the will of God. And so no matter what decisions you've made, no matter even how foolish you've been, God works with where you're at. That's how good he is. That's the definition of our God, that he found us while we were lost, while we were dead in our trespasses, and he brought us back to him.